LPT. If your parents are elderly or nearing the end of their lives due to illness, you should ask them to gather all important documents in one place and to write down their passwords and PINs. My mother passed away last year, and having to cope with grief while being overwhelmed by bureaucratic tasks only made everything worse. Where I live, people are typically buried the day after they pass away. Therefore, upon receiving news of her death, I had to immediately begin arranging her funeral. Early the next morning, I had to register her death, which required bringing copies of her personal documents, ID, social security card, as well as her marriage and divorce certificates from 20 years ago to the register office. Not knowing where she kept these papers meant I spent almost 2 hours turning her house upside down before finding them. In the days following, I went to close her bank accounts, even if I was not sure about how many accounts she had or which banks they were with. Since my mother lived alone, I also had to settle her current month's water, electricity, gas, and cell phone bills, and then cancel those services. An issue came up because all bank slips arrived via email, and I didn't have access to her computer or cell phone passwords. Resolving these payments required visits to various companies in person. Even 15 months after her passing, there's still considerable paperwork to handle, especially concerning the distribution of assets since she didn't leave a will indicating who gets what. For these reasons, my advice to you is, next time you see your parents, inquire about where they keep important documents, keys, which banks they use, and make sure you know their passwords, PIN and any other information you'll need when they pass away. You're welcome, smiley face.